Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica and my name is Mama. I'm sorry, that's what she just said. I don't know if you can hear her in the background. Anyways, so here she is. That's what she said. Today I thought I would go ahead and do a review on ABC Mouse. So I don't necessarily think that ABC Mouse is geared toward smaller kids. And I don't necessarily think that they're saying that it is either. But I went ahead and bought it for my 2-year-old daughter. And I thought that she would do really well with it because she was learning well. She was trying to read. She was trying to do different things. So I was like, let me just go ahead and get ABC Mouse. And I think it was kind of a waste of money, if I'm being honest. I don't think the whole program itself would be a waste of money. But I think that at 2, it definitely is. There wasn't much that she could do. And if we're being completely honest, I spent like $60 on it. And she didn't even get past the first level. She didn't even know how to get past the first level, and all she did was she would get mad at it, and she was done with it. And I don't know if it's just because my child doesn't have any, patience. I don't know. It could just be her. But I honestly played with it, and I was done with it within a few minutes too. So I just thought it was a waste of money because it was $60. She didn't even get past the first round. And if she tried to do it, she just ended up getting frustrated because, it was too hard for her to click on. And I don't know, this could definitely be a user mistake on my part, but I wasn't sure what to do either. I know she was supposed to listen to like the first round or whatever the first stage was, but like she was getting mad at it and she was legit not wanting to play it anymore because it was the same thing. She would click onto it and for whatever reason it wouldn't move past this first song. And it could have just been ours. But I know that I had gotten frustrated and I was pretty much done with it. Now, the other issue I had was with the customer service. It was really hard to cancel it too. I had issues canceling. Like I tried to cancel it and it didn't want to do it. And then I had gotten frustrated because of course my system wasn't working, or it could have just been that we weren't doing it right. But even still, I wasn't getting past the first level with her and she wasn't having fun with it. And she wasn't learning anything from it either. So instead, I emailed them up and I was trying to get them to understand that I couldn't get past it, and I got nothing in return. Like there was nothing that was said back to me. And I was like, okay, great. Well, I just wasted the money and it's whatever. I'm not mad about it. It's fine. But for me, I could have put that money towards something else. And so for me, I thought that ABC Mouse for a 2-year-old was a waste of money. Now looking at it for her now, who is 3, it might have been a better use of the money. She probably would have sat down for a little bit longer and she probably would have played with it for a little bit longer. But honestly, I don't think it's much different than her doing stuff with me one-on-one or even watching some YouTube videos. I'm not saying all of them, okay? I'm definitely not saying all YouTube videos are something that a kid should watch. I mean, if we're being honest, most of them they shouldn't. But they have that YouTube Kids app. You can download that. And you can create playlists. So even on your regular channel, you can create playlists for your kids. And so that's what I ended up doing is I went through and I looked through some kids playlists and I was like, let me just go ahead and do things that have colors and numbers and them reading and stuff like that. And I did it and she has a lot of fun with it. Now she watches other things too on there, she really likes those mystery blind bags and stuff like that. And I have no problems with her watching that, except that she tries to break the bank with it, but that's another story. But I have no problems with her watching stuff like that because it is educational. I know I watched one of them the other day with her and it was showing different pictures of animals, and then it was telling her the names of the animals, and it wasn't normal. One of them was a shark and it showed different types of sharks, and then there was different types of fishes that were listed and stuff like that. So she was learning the actual names of the animals. So it wasn't just there was a bull shark, this was a tiger shark, this was a great white shark. It had every different type. So that was pretty educational for her. When it comes to You know, reading, of course, she's 3, and so she doesn't read yet. But I find it even more beneficial for me to sit down with her and read to her. It's something we do every night, every day, and we read together, and she loves it. And I feel like she's getting more out of it than her looking at ABC Mouse. So I think it's more beneficial on a daily basis to go ahead and try to be repetitive with things. So for me, that means that every night before bed, when we're brushing our teeth, I go ahead and say the ABCs a few times every single night, just so that it gets it in her head. I also think it's beneficial, like, while you're out and about, to teach her colors. Now, I already said that we do the YouTube videos. That kind of gives her a base knowledge of the colors that are going to pop up and what colors there are. And so I would go ahead and repeat it while we were out. So, like, we would see a car, and I'd be like, Addie, what color is that car? And so she would go ahead and tell me. I would, ask her, like, we would paint her nails, and she would have to pick the color that she wanted her nail color to be, or, something like that. We would just do things that she liked to do, and we would do the colors. So for the most part now, she knows all of her colors. I also, like, when it comes to reading, that one's kind of tricky because I haven't exactly, like, been here and been teaching her actively. I mean, she is 3. She just turned 3. So she doesn't really know how to read yet. But she does know some of the letters. She knows the letter A for her name. And she knows J for my name. And she knows stuff like that. So she does know letters a little bit, but she doesn't know how to read yet. So it's one of those things that I think that you just being an active participant is going to be better than any computer app or anything that there really could be. Now, I'm not saying that ABC Mouse is a bad thing. I think it would definitely be beneficial to older kids or kids that learn through things like that. Because some kids do learn. Like, I know when I was an older kid, like probably about 8 or 9, something like that would have been beneficial for me. So I'm not saying by any means ABC Mouse is a bad thing. I just don't necessarily think it's for preschool level. And that's just a personal opinion. Definitely go ahead and try it. And if you have done it, please tell me what your thoughts are on it, because maybe I just had a bad experience. I don't know. But I do think it's helpful for at least my children for me to teach them in other aspects as well. So if you like these types of videos, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great day.